Assalamualaikum and hello YouTube. My name is Nur Muhammad from NMWatch and we are back with the full review of this Wishdoit GT Chrono, a racing chronograph watch. So that it was kindly sent in to me by Benjamin. Thank you very much from wishdoitwatches.com. Right, so I think I've done an initial review of this particular watch a few weeks back, and now is the time that I think we should give it a full review, right? So let's just do a quick wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing my what do you call this Sega Design Z series, so you can see that there is a similar silhouette to it. And yeah, I think if you guys are looking for this style of skeletonized watch or skeletonized look of a watch, so these two might be a strong contender, right? So if you guys are interested to see my just a comparison between these two, I know that the two is not comparable, but yeah, if you guys like to see that, so please do chime in the comment section below, right? So let's just go through the dimensions again. Let's just see where the heck is my calipers. Come on, Mr. Caliper, where are you hiding? My god, what the... Yep, I found it. Right, so they say that this is a 42mm watch, but you know what, it's quite difficult to get that 42. The best that I could get is 43. This is from the top of the case here. Yep, 43.1mm in diameter, if you can call it that, because this one is using a tonneau style shape case, right? So 43mm, and at the thickest of the watch is about 15.5, which is very thick, and a lug to lug, which is difficult to measure because it doesn't have any lug to speak with. And let's just call it that 50mm from lug to lug, and a lug width which is virtually none because it has this somewhat of integrated style of strap on the watch, right? So but you know what, let's just check out that huge crown again, which I think was 11mm. Yep, 11mm in diameter, which is very big. And just to show you how much does it weigh, I think on this they come only on this supplied rubber strap, right? So 145 grams, which is not that bad if you consider that this is a 15.5mm in thickness. So check out that very thick watch, guys. All right, so stainless steel construction. Oh, this thing costs about $233, but at the time of recording they are having Columbus Day sale, so which that makes it I think you can have it for around $186, which is okay for the price. It is not that bad, if you want something that looks as unique as this one, right? So stainless steel construction with those unique screws on top of the case, which for me looks like functional, guys. So because kind of it goes through to the watch case and kind of hold it together. So you also have that exact same screws at the back of the case, which we have 4 here, and how much are this, 8 on the top. So that looks to me as a functional piece, in my opinion, right? So for stainless steel 316L stainless steel, which this multiple finishing, we have this brush finishing on the back, we have this vertically brush finishing on the side, and again vertical finishing on the side of the case as well. And again we have this rib style design here on the side, and the finishing of the brushing is not that bad, so I can't really feel any sharp edges here on the case, but on these pushes here, right? So I do feel a little bit of sharp feeling, but yeah, maybe it is quite difficult to get it to polish or even to add some radius on this button, but yeah, still it is what it is, right? So you push the button and the chronograph second hand starts running. So let's just leave it there. And yeah, we have this huge crown with this tire logo, or not tire logo, tire a spoke design, which is I think this is the first time I ever seen something similar to this, and yeah, it looks absolutely cool, right? So let's talk a bit more about this crystal here. So they mentioned that this is a curved sapphire crystal. I've checked it out with my what do you call that, diamond selector 2 tools, but it doesn't show that it is a sapphire. So maybe it is a sapphire coated mineral crystal. So yeah, I might be wrong there, but yeah, still that they call it sapphire in their website, and it has a 50 meters of water resistance, and it is using a Seiko VD53 quartz chronograph movement. So that is why we see this 24 hours sub dial here on at the 3 o'clock, and a running chronograph sub dial here at the 6 o'clock, and this one is the totalizer. I can't really see how this is a basically a 1 hour chronograph totalizer. So let's just see how it goes after a few while, right? So, and we have this blue outer chapter ring with this Wishdoit logo at the 12 o'clock, which is very, very cool. And you can't really see here, but there is a tachymeter printed here on the 1 o'clock and one and a half there, 720 something. I have no idea how to use that. I seriously, guys, do let me know if you found any tutorial on how to use this VD53 movement, because the running second hands is here, so I don't really know how to use that tachymeter on this side of the this chapter ring, because yeah, normally you would have a tachymeter with the big with a big chrono hands, right? So yeah, it is what it is, guys. The dial is quite unique though, so I think it is a piece of maybe a plastic or glass, I'm not really sure, but those indices, right, so are applied on top of that piece of plastic or glass, whatever. And yeah, I think it is a glass because this thing is quite heavy, right? So those indices are, you can see that they are actually in Arabic numerals, but if you look like that, so you can see that there is an Arabic numerals, but it's not really that legible because they only loom the Arabic numerals at the center of the Arabic numerals themselves, right? So you can see that there is an 11, 12, 1, 2, even the 2 is not the only the straight patterns is loomed, which is, you know, it's quite difficult to see that it is number 2 there, but it is actually a number 2. So 2, 4, 5, the 6 is completely cut together because we have that sub dials here. 7, 8, there's no 9, but there's a 10 which is cut off by that 1 hour totalizer, right? So, and we have the, let's talk about the sub dials, and you can see that there are, you know, circular rings in the middle with this yellow hands for the 24-hour dial, and we have this red tip hands for this chronograph hands, and we have this orange hands for the 1 hour totalizer. And you can see that I can't really see how many minutes have passed through because it's quite difficult to read that white printing on the hour totalizer. You can, but you have to squint very, very closely to see that how many minutes have passed, right? So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer, but yeah, still it is what it is, right? So we have this skeletonized size style minute hands and hour hands, which is, you know, it is easy to distinguish during when you read it like that, and it is even easy to distinguish when you are read it under a darker light situation. And we have this red tip second hand sticking around, right? So, and at the middle of the dial we have this, what do you call this, it looks like a fighter style or cage style design here, which, you know, it looks, oh, it is actually metal, right? So maybe it is under the sub dial, under the layer of that of this Arabic numerals. So I think it looks like that. And we have another plain, basically we have another, what do you call this, design or skeletonized design on this particular plane, right? So we have a window, a date window at the 4:30, but you can see there it is at the time of recording it is 12 October, but you can see that the printing, the number 1 is actually a bit too off-centered to the left, so that is why what you can see here is just the 2, but it is actually 12. So that's kind of a bummer, but yeah, still it is what it is, right? So at the back we have this Wishdoit branding, and we have this car which is inspired by the car that is used by in the movie Death Race. I think Jason Statham used one of these with this, you know, huge what do you call that, intake thing. All right, so and Japan movement with this WSD9916, I think is the model number, which is kind of cool. But yeah, it's the most important thing is it is finished nicely without any sharp edges that would hurt your wrist. Right, so the strap is featuring this, they call it FKM rubber, but I don't know guys, it feels like a silicone. So yeah, they call it FKM, but yeah, still, let's just believe that what they are saying. We have this, how do you call this, holes pattern here to make sure that when you are using it, your sweat will go through, will disperse quickly, right? So you're gonna need that hole because it is it is quite a hot and humid situation, temperature here in Malaysia, so you're gonna need it, right? So it's not really that fixed because you have this what do you call this, some kind of indentation here to make sure that this keeper won't move around, but you can still move it though. And we have a movable keeper here with this Wishdoit branded buckle, right? So yeah, let's just put it on the wrist and see how it looks like before we do that obligatory Lume shot. And oh my god, let's just take this. Okay, this what do you call that? Can't remember. Yeah, Cigar Design, right? Cigar Design watch of the wrist. And I am on the third hole, which is a bit, sometimes it flops around. I can go to the second hole, which is better for me because this is quite a top heavy watch. You don't really want it to flop around like that. So now you can see that it is, I can use it. But yeah, still guys, 15.5 mil thick. That is a huge watch on the wrist. And yeah, this is how this blue colorway looks on my wrist, right? So there are a few other colorways available. If you don't like this blue strap, there is also black and also red. There are a few other versions with a PVD black color, and I think there's a copper color, I think. So yeah, of course I will put some pictures over here for you to see, right? So let's just do that Lume check, but just for a comparison, let's just compare it with this Cigar Design. Let's just charge this thing up. So it's not going to be lasting that long because these watches are not made for it, but it certainly have much more loomed area compared to the Cigar Design, right? So let's just, so you guys ready? 3 2 1, and boom, you can see already is that this Cigar Design, it blows Cigar Design out of the water. But yeah, still, yeah, we see that we have a C3 Super Luminova application on the dial and on the hands, and on the dial, on those Arabic numerals, you can see that that is number 11 and that is number 12. You can't really know that is a Arabic numeral because of the the Lume application area, right? So but of course we have this our markers that is Lume as well, so that makes it easier to tell the time in the dark. But and the Lume itself, it won't stay that long during the night. Yeah, it is useful if you guys walk to the mall and go inside the movie and stuff like that. But yeah, still it is not a dive watch, guys. All right, so there we have it. What do you guys think of this wishdoitwatch.com wishdoitwatches.com? So this is the GT Chrono racing watch, and I think if you want to have something that it looks like the RM, you guys know what brand I'm talking about. So this is a great option if you don't really want to go for something mechanical such as this one. So if you just want to have something that looks cool, and yeah, I think it is not for me because I don't really wear this type of blingy or super duper thick watches. But yeah, still, if you guys like it, so this is one great option, right? Stop the chronograph and let's reset. You see that thing going around all the way, and yeah, I don't know, guys. I mean, how many minutes has passed? I think it will go back to the how many time or how many minutes have passed. I think so. If you go 10 minutes, it will go 10 round. If you go, yep. So you see that this one go back to 0, and the minute counter also goes back to 0. So that is how the VD53 works apparently, right? So if you guys like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, and if you want to see more future video reviews such as this one, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon. Stay safe and bye bye.